I'm John Bennett, Roll Call's White House correspondent. This week at the White House was primarily all about Russia. Suddenly, it's the 1980s again, as President Obama revealed this week that he's ordered the U.S. intelligence agencies to do a soup-to-nuts review of Russian interference, Russian hacking that influenced the general election, and we found out later this week also some congressional races. As Congress also responds, at least 3, probably more committees are gonna take up their own probes to see just what happened and the extent of it, how deep it went, and also how to prevent it in the future. At the White House, you really get the sense they're grappling with how to respond. President Obama and his top aides have said it will be a proportional response, but they haven't really defined what is proportional for a cyber attack, what amounts to a cyber attack, and not just one, but this looks to be a series of cyber attacks. You compare that to President-elect Trump and his team still talking about closer ties with Russia, and they are flatly rejecting the CIA's finding that the Russian government backed the election hacking. So what we have here is on January 20th, about as stark and violent a policy change as you can get. You have a sitting administration talking about responding to a cyber attack on Russia, and you have the new president, by all accounts, signaling he wants to get really cozy with Russia and make it a close ally. How this plays out and how close Trump can hit that mark remains to be seen. Expect President Obama to be asked about this early and often. Later this, probably on Friday, we expect to hear from President Obama, who he and his family leave later Friday for his annual holiday vacation in Hawaii. He usually does a press conference that day, and expect Russia to be topic 1 through 20. As for the president-elect, we reported in a story that posted this week that we looked at Vice President Mike Pence, Vice President-elect Mike Pence, and his likely role in the administration. And the sketch you're starting to see is Mike Pence as the Washington man, the inside player. Trump stays outside, big picture, goes around the country, and in his own words, makes America great again. What's emerging is kind of a scaled back role for Pence. Ohio Governor John Kasich has said publicly when he was offered the vice president job, or at least when it was floated to him, he was told he would run domestic policy and foreign policy. The Trump transition team has pushed back on that, but what we're seeing with Pence is a definite lead role in policy, especially domestic policy. He was a House leadership team member. He was in the House for 12 years. He's a sitting governor of Indiana. So this is a guy who experts tell me is expert in domestic policy. And as one insider put it today, Mike Pence could be the key to Trump fulfilling his agenda, or most of it. So keep an eye on Mike Pence and how his role evolves. We've already seen him meet privately with congressional leaders. He's met with industry groups, and he is really doing a lot of policy work, both inside Trump Tower as they deliberate on what their agenda looks like, and reaching out to Speaker Ryan, Leader McConnell in the Senate. And that could be the defining part of the administration as far as Trump's agenda goes. With the holidays coming up, White House Watch will be on hiatus next week. We will return on December 29th.